Hi everyone, welcome to Gunpla TV, sponsored by HobbyLink Japan, who just happens to be running a Macross sale right now. So if you're interested in some of the Macross kits that we've shown you on the previous episodes, be sure to check that out. Maybe you'll find some stuff you like. And for this episode, we're actually going to be focusing on the Hoi Hoi-san, or as it's known in Japan, Ichigeki Sachu Hoi Hoi-san Legacy. So I will just call her Hoi Hoi-san for short. And Hoi Hoi-san, if you don't know the background for this kit, this is a little tiny android exterminator robot that sits in your house, and when their bugs become active, it activates and exterminates them for you. Although you have to clean up the carcasses, but you know, if something's doing the killing, that's the least you can do is clean up the carcasses. But before we get into how you assemble a Kotobukiya Hoi Hoi-san kit, let's have a look at what came in today. So what just rolled through the door here is the latest Kamen Rider 000 figurerise kit, and I believe a lot of people have already seen the Bandai figurerise kit, Kamen Rider kits, when Scott did a series of videos on one. So we don't need to go into too much depth in here, but we can say that just like that kit, Bandai has included a whole bunch of everything you need to make it just like the character in the show. You can see we got lots of stickers, interchangeable parts for faces, and somewhat all the weapons and the belt drivers and things like that are here. We'll actually go into detail a little bit more on some of these Kamen Rider kits in future episodes of Gunpla TV, so please look forward to that. Alright, so it's finally here. It's the latest real great kit from Bandai. A lot of people have been waiting for the third one. This is number 3. First one was the ARC 782, and the second one was the Zaku 2. And now the Aile strike has finally arrived. And just as we received this one, we heard word that there's actually a real grade Zaku 2 coming out in the green colors. But you gotta wait till the summer for that one. But for this one, you can see Bandai has once again given you this completed inner frame here, onto which you're going to put the many armor pieces. And remember, this is 1/144 scale, so there's despite its size, you're going to get a mountain of armor pieces. And if that wasn't enough, of course Bandai has included all of their markings and foil stickers, and even here they show you what can be done with this. According to the text here, this is just panel lined and top coated, and that's all. But you can get this kind of result with this kit just with basic building techniques. And if you want to see more of this, well, we're going to show you next week. Alright, so I've kind of already started the Hoi Hoi, of course, and one thing that I should mention, like other Kotobukiya kits we've shown you previously, is that there's no polycap in here. I mean, we have a lot of articulation, there's a lot of movement in the ankle as well as the hip here, and there's no polycap. So how do they manage to do this? Well, let's show you a little bit more closely. Okay, so we've mentioned before how great the motion is in the knee, especially, so we're going to show you how they do that without any polycaps, which might be kind of odd for some people used to the polycaps in Gundams and things like that. But basically what they do is they just have a swivel here, and it just goes in like this. So to close that in, we'll put this one plastic peg in here, and we will put the top on, and we're done with this one, this part anyway. This is one part of the leg, and then we get the other part of the leg, and we just put it into place. And just like that, same thing. We got this nice range of motion. But of course, you need a foot and a hip to attach it to, so we put this to the side here. Now here's the parts for the foot, and one thing I thought was interesting I should mention is that if you look at this plastic piece here, it's the same color as the flesh of the other pieces, but Kotobukiya has gone ahead and, for some reason, actually colored the top of it for you. It's been painted. I haven't yet really figured out why they do that, but it really caught my attention when I was doing this the first time. It's like a riddle, it's a mystery. So I got the base of my foot here, and I have to close it in with the top here. Here's my foot. Now with this here, I have to take this piece, drop it into place. It's kind of tricky to put in there, when you have to put it in there. And if you can't push it in all the way at this time, you don't have to worry, because when you put this part in, it will actually push it in place for you. So make sure I line this up properly. There's a certain way you have to do it. You can just push it in, yeah, and there it goes. It's in. And I've already gone ahead and made the hip. So with this part, you can see that they have the swivel here. This is the part of the ankle that starts to bend. It actually plugs into this small hole right here. You stick it in like this, attach your leg that you just made. Attach the hip part, which I made previously just to save myself some time. And then you just attach it to the central part here. This would be the skirt. You pop it in there and then you have a set of legs. Here's Hoi Hoi-san's legs. Now looking at the arm is pretty much the same. You can see it's got this exact same kind of joint. So you're going to put it together exactly the same. But one tricky part in here is this piece goes in through this hole on this cover. And you have to carefully use your fingers and slide it in there and then get it at just the right angle to put into place here. And it's not exactly easy, I would say, depending on how big your fingers are. If you have clumsy fingers like me, then it might take you a while. But in the end, you'll be able to do it. Plug this into my arm. And just like this. So now I have 2 arms. Just a minute. What we're going to do, we'll just show you this part here. This is the whole skirt part. This actually fits just on here like this, and you can see how this apron is going to just swivel like this. So when you put this part on, you put the apron part on. And here's a torso piece that I've made here. You can see it's got the little bow there. The little USB on the back here. This reminds you that you're working with a machine. It is a robot. I don't know if you can see it. We'll try and get a good shot of it afterwards. Just basically plug it in here. Plug an arm in. Whoa. Now because these aren't polycaps, you have to be careful when you put them in. You don't want to push too hard. Here it is. Now, this is basically Hoi Hoi-san's body. And probably the most unique part of this kit is the head and the face. So we'll actually show you what that involves a little more in depth. So we'll put this to the side right now. Alright, now with these Kotobukiya Hoi Hoi-san kits, they always supply you with options for the eyes. You can see that they look to the front, or they look to the right, or they look to the left. And when you're first staring at this, you wonder, well, what's the difference? I can't really tell. Well, to give you guys an idea of how they do that, we're going to have a really close look at the plastic. So I've got my faces out here, and this is the one that looks to the front, this is the one that looks to the right, and this is the one that looks to the left. And how do you tell that? Well, you can see there is this plastic right here that does not have the sticker on it. So the eyes are to the right on this one. And if you look at this one, you can see the plastic is on this side of the sticker. This ones are looking this way. Oh, this will be the right, this will be the left. And these ones, the sticker is pretty much centered on the protruding plastic. So this will be the one that looks straight forward. So which one should I use for our kit here? Well, look straightforward. It's kind of boring. Let's actually give it some attitude. Let's have it look to the left. We're going to use this one. Alright, so this is what I need to make the head. It's a lot of stuff, and it's even more stuff if you consider that you know, I had to put together some of this. Like this piece here, it's really big. This is the back of the hair, and there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of plastic in this thing just to make up the back of the head. And then this is the front, the bangs here, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces in here just for this thing. You know, a little curl on the top, and then the 2 pieces like the ponytails, they're going to hang out the back here. But the first step, of course, is to make the face. So we take this set here, and we're going to put in this, again, it's not a polycap, it's just a piece of plastic. Fits in there like this. And we've chosen our eyes, so here's my face. You can see they got eyebrows on here, eyelashes. What Kotobukiya has done, if you want to go ahead and paint this piece, they actually give you the decals you can put on to make your eyelashes and eyebrows. You can put those on afterwards, but we're not painting right now, so it's no big deal here. So here he is, looking to the left, just slide that in there. They make it fairly easy to take apart. If you want to swap the eyes and have another look, you can pull the head apart and swap it fairly simply. Plug these in here, throw the top on, just like this. So here's the start of my head. Now with these pieces, one thing I should mention is this fit right here, this separate piece you have to plug in. You might have to trim down the piece to get it to fit flush in there. And because I was worried about losing pieces, what I actually did was glue this in here. So this is glued in. It should stay, we all hope. But this is going to get put into the top here like this. And the other side. And you can see that they will swing around here when she starts moving. Take the piece that plugs into the back. Ooh. Might have to go back at this again. Yeah, this is how it goes. Just like this. And then I'm taking my front piece. And the front piece will actually drop in from the top. Again, because this is a Kotobukiya kit, sometimes the fit is not going to be as precise as you would expect if you're working with a Bandai kit. You might want to take glue to this kit. Everything should fit together. It's just a matter of getting it to hold into place while you keep adding parts. Ooh. This piece was supposed to go in here too. And this part actually plugs in the back. This is like a headphone jack. You can see it's got the gold color here. I actually had to paint this. This came as a black, but a little spray paint and it's good to go. Plug this into the back of her head. And here she is, looking all beautiful, Miss Hoi Hoi-san. And you just drop this onto the ball on the top of her neck. Now I expect a little resistance as I do this. Again, no polycaps in here, so we gotta be really careful. Go Hoi Hoi. I assembled this out of order, which is why it's gonna pop out every now and then. I'll fix it afterwards. So here's Hoi Hoi-san, and she's ready to go. She's gonna crush the next bug that comes into view. I should note that Kotobukiya includes accessories for it. It's got the blaster, it's got a broom so she can clean up her mess, and it's got a katana. For some reason that's how you kill bugs. I should note that the katana actually comes in this color, but I took the time to paint it. So don't expect to get a katana that looks like this in the kit. You're going to have to do some work on this yourself. If you're interested in the Hoi Hoi kits, not only do you get the little robots, the Hoi Hoi-san, the Combat-san, Pest X-san, and so on, but they're also making accessories for them, such as motorbikes that transform into robots. So that wraps up this episode of Gunpla TV. We need to mention to everybody out there that next week is Golden Week here in Japan. So none of us are actually going to be at work, and we're not going to be in the studio, and we're not going to be able to film something. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw together a short video to give you guys something to watch while you're away. And when we get back, we'll get right back on it. And we asked in our last episode, how would you feel if we did a one-piece ship? And well, the people have spoken. Bam! There it is. This is the 1000 Sunny, and we've had an enormous response. It seems like a lot of people want to see it. So in our next episode, we'll have a look in the box. You're going to see what makes a one-piece kit different from anything else you've ever seen before. And then in the next few episodes, we'll come back to it until you guys get an idea of just exactly what a one-piece Bandai kit is. So please look forward to that, and we'll see you later.